Yes, yes, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Grizzly Talk Podcast with your host, Kennedy Patterson. Welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you guys are starting off your fantastic Friday. It is beautiful Friday. Happy hashtag Go Grizzlies Friday, by the way. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been having a really awesome week. Of course, we've started some crazy things, some crazy good things, of course. Happy to announce that over 22 countries are tuned in to our radio station of GTP 94.6. And, of course, the Grizzly Growl Show. That show's been really rocking. That show's been now on the GTP network. What that network is, IGTV Essentials. That will be on our, of course, IGTV. And the Grizzly Growl Show is really rocking. It's getting some really good views. You guys really have been enjoying it. So I am proud of that. And of course, we wanted to shout out a winner for the guitar. Of course, we were sponsored and we were partnering up with of course, a company to give out a Gresh G6136T valued at, get this y'all, $3,000. Of course, we gave it to a guy by the name of Oliver from Phoenix, Arizona. Of course, it was kind of a worldwide giveaway, but I thought, the GGC community should have a stab at it first. So, let's get on with the news announcements here for the Grizzly Talk Podcast. Hopefully, you guys are ready for it. I know I am. It is a beautiful, beautiful Friday. I just cannot wait for more, for sure. Of course, they've had some events going on, and, they are back. And it's good to see that they're back. Of course, I'm talking about the GGC Student Dance. Yeah, so they have their first meeting, of course, 11 to 12 in the Intramural field today. That's the first meeting. That is the welcome back from the Student Dance Association. They have a group me, DM them your phone number to add you into their DM for the group me. Of course, this is an RSO that really express themselves creatively and in the form of dance. I've seen this group dance before, and I'm very excited to see what they're going to bring to the table this semester, being, of course, with COVID-19 and everything going on. So I really am very happy that they're back. A lot of RSOs may not be back due to COVID-19. So it's good to see that they are back, and I just cannot wait to see what more they got going on, what more they can offer. I am ready to have them on the podcast. So please, GGC Dance, if you want to become on the podcast, just let us know for sure. And of course, more news. This kind of pertains to the Grizzly Talk Podcast for sure. More news from the Intramural Sports Department, of course. I don't know if you guys seen it, but that new basketball court is very, very, very swanky. Yeah, so we've seen the basketball court. I was on campus I had to meet a professor for something, and then I had to walk for one of my other classes, my walking class. And I walked by Res Life because we had to walk 2 miles. And I saw the new basketball court that they put, and it looks phenomenal. I didn't expect it to be right there, but that layout was really, really good because it's easier for people can have access to it. Students, that is. So it looks very clean, y'all. And if you guys haven't seen it, go check it out. The point that we're making on the podcast for sure is, of course, the department reached out to us, and we're going to be doing some content creating for them. Kind of like a sports network, if you will, for basketball. Of course, they're having their event every Thursday. It's kind of a competition that they're doing. They're doing like competitions each Thursday to kind of limit big crowds, of course. But every Thursday they're going to do that. So for this month, they're going to do it for basketball. And I believe they said next month will be soccer. And then the next month after that will be football. So it's exciting. And they told me they had a student that's going around that's going to be doing some video content creating, some videography work. So I reached out to them and I said to them, hey, if you have this content, send it to our network. We'll be happy to put it on GGP Network, and we'll be happy to put some magic to it. So you guys stay tuned for that as well. I am excited for that for sure. It's very, very exciting. Of course, we're 5 days and counting. If you guys didn't know about our counter we have on our Instagram story, of course, 5 days, 14 hours, and 31 minutes to be exact for the SGA Green Jacket Ceremony. It's going to be September 10th. That's 5 days away. 2:15 to 3:30 in the Cisco building. So it's exciting for this year's Green Jacket Ceremony. I'm excited to see what SGA might be able to do this semester. I know things are a little bit different, so I'm hoping that they will bring all the stops here for sure. Of course, Monday, September 14th through Thursday, September 18th. I know we're quite a few days away from those events, but I like to let the GGC community know, because sometimes you may not know about this stuff. So I want to make sure you guys know about it. So it's the Face Max Tie-Dye event. It's going to be in Student Plaza from 11 to 1 p.m. A mask for the event will be provided, so that way you can tie-dye your mask. Now this is, again, you got lemonade. Excuse me, you got lemons. You making lemonade. I butchered that. I had that. It's in the script, and I had that wrote up, and I was just like, this is going to sound real corny, but I'm going to say it on the podcast, and I butchered it. So, you got lemons. They're making lemonade. This is, again, SGA is using their resources like face masks, a must-need item in today's social norm, and turning it into an event, and you're tie-dyeing it. Now, I'm pretty sure you would tie-dye your mask, but I'm pretty sure they would tell you to wait until it completely dries, because you're supposed to wear it on your face, so you don't want all them chemicals and all them colors being on your face in particular. But, man, this face mask tie-dye, it's Monday through Thursday, so it's a whole week they're doing this. So it's fantastic, to say the least. And I'm glad that they're using the resources that, a must-eat item, obviously, and then they're using it to create a greater good. So more news announcements from GGC Volleyball. It was sad to see that they canceled their Thursday meeting. But normally they will have meetings on Thursdays, 6 to 8. Of course, at a GGC sand volleyball court next to the 3000 lot. You guys can follow them on their Instagram. I have high motivations for this team, this intramural team. I really do hope that they bring out all the stops for sure. It's sad to say that they had to cancel their meeting, but I'm pretty sure they had to cancel for a very good reason. And I cannot wait to see what they do in the future, because I'm excited. I think we need a varsity volleyball team. We need a varsity volleyball team and basketball team. But it's good to have, RSOs, intramural teams to kind of come out and see what they can do. So I'm excited for them for that, and I cannot wait to see what they have going on in the future. It's exciting. So the next news, of course, students, faculty pitch in to give GGC a microfarm new life. Of course, more than 2,000 students and faculty members gathered on a green grassy plot of land in the center of GGC's campus Saturday, August 29th, to bring life back to the school's microfarm, which had gone neglected in the months since COVID-19 pandemic forced the college to move to online instructions during the middle of the spring semester and to the hybrid format for the fall semester. Of course, the volunteers rolled up their sleeves and put weeds and clear debris, mow the tall grass, and replant 8 rise gardens that, if all goes well over the next few months, will overflow with fresh, healthy produce that will be donated to local families in need. Honestly, round of applause for them. We saw this event and we did a Grizzly's photography. Again, kudos to all of the volunteers who've done that. And, it's community service they're bringing back to the community. And that's something that I really strive on for sure. And I am so happy that you have students will go out of their way, minus COVID-19 and really not breaking rules really, but just putting their lives on the line, and they're making something like this happen, and they're making magic. And I am so happy for them for that. Again, a new microfarm, new life. It's great. We need more greenery at GGC, honestly, in my opinion. I love greenery. You guys, if you ever were to see my house one day, I have greenery all around. Greenery, it just makes your area looks more healthy and more fresh and more alive, and your energy with positive spirits. So that's something that they're bringing to GGC for sure. So again, kudos to the students there. Now we're going to close out the show, but before we do that, we're going to play a little music for you guys. So enjoy the music, and we'll be right back here on the Grizzly Talk Podcast. Welcome back to the Grizzly Talk Podcast. Of course, I'm your host, Kennedy Patterson. Now, before we close out, again, I wanted to thank everyone who's been tuning in thus far. We didn't make a big deal about it, but this is actually GTP's first year anniversary, you know? Yeah. So first year anniversary, of course, was August 29th, I want to say. We didn't make a big deal about it because it's not about us. You know, we're striving, we're making excellence, but it's not about us. It's about our GGC community and what can we provide in service. That's what I think a true RSO and department should advocate and should really articulate and really know about it. Is it's not always about you. It's about what you can bring to the table for the greater good and service for the GGC community. That's something I strive on when running this RSO and being president and being the founder and host. But that's something that I've brought on for sure. And it's thanks to you guys who made this thing possible, honestly. So that's going to wrap it up here on the Grizzly Talk Podcast. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's show. We had some very good information. Please be sure to like, comment on our video or podcast, whatever we do on our Instagram at Grizzly_Talk is very, very appreciated. Stay tuned for Grizzly_Talk. That's our Instagram for more content, more video content to come later on this week. As of right now, this is the Grizzly Talk Podcast. I'm your host, Kennedy Patterson. Stay safe and go Grizzlies.